All right. This is jadaw. Welcome back. Um, yeah, I got a permanent death game going right now. I've done 2 videos of it. Last video we laid the smackdown on some sentinels. Showed you how to do it real easy. Got a new gun and blasted them up. This one I'm gonna show you my my main game and show you where I'm at on that, so you can see where my credentials are, so to speak, you know. Plus it has the my mold bases and shows you how important that is to catch those runaway mold, you know. The payoff they are. No, I have to hide my bases. So here's my S freighter. Yeah, I just traded this in a couple days ago. I had an A. I actually have had like 7 of them. I had to trade up little by little because the first time I was going to get the free freighter. First 3 times I accidentally shot the cargo ships and they started attacking me right after the pirates were done, so I never got a chance to get a free one for like 3 chances, and then I finally was like, I'm taking the very next one, and it was a C, but eventually I got caught up. Yeah, I got the last title. I finished the main course. All the main events I've finished. I finished all 3 of these. The Atlas, the what's that, Artemis one and all that. So I'm just right now on the normal ones, doing the main ones. This is my main, I think my first, somebody else grabbed it real quick, but then I ended up getting the settlement here by accident. So I ended up taking these 4. I have so many systems named after me because I have traveled a lot looking for things that I did not know I could not reach. Yeah, it was a minute before I realized I couldn't get the purples. I lost like a whole bunch of oddities. These little oddities like the rattle spines. The bubbles. Got all these glitching separators all down the row. Let's see, where are those other big old things? Let's see here. Yeah, these are all I got 30 frigates, so I got none of them are out right now. They used to be though. I wonder why they're all not out. Huh? That's weird. Yeah. Yeah, you can't sit in these damn chairs, man. I don't understand that. You can sit in chairs at trade places, but you can't sit in these chairs. They just spin. Like, kind of dumb. My office, you know? Yeah, and here's some more oddity things. Ossified stars. Turbian growth. I lost a really good one. It was a nice plate that had some purple in it. It looked like almost like like a piece of mineral, like I don't know what the damn mineral is called. The purple one. I can't think. My brain's going a mile an hour. Let's go see what I got in this. I thought I had these. My flower area. Oh, here's a couple more. Turbian growths. These stayed, but I lost a couple of them. I took them off. I took most of them off, and I kept some on here. And when I came back, they were gone. It was like only those particular ones. All the bubbles are gone. All these spines are gone, but I ended up getting more because I have a base on these planets. But I didn't have a base on the planet of the plate ones, you know. which kind of sucked because they were actually the best looking out of the whole group. And I lost these, but luckily I had a base on the Light Fisher planet too, you know. Let me see. I don't have any, what do I got? Do I have any of them right now? No, I must have did all the mold. What's going on? I thought this thing was packed with mold. Yeah, I got all these refiners just so I can process the runaway molds, because I get that many of them. You know what I mean? But anyways, I got all the rarities. I throw all the lower level ones away, you know. If they're under 500 years, under 1,000 years old, they are under 500. Yeah, actually under 500, because that's rare and legendary, I guess. Would epic and legendary? Would that be it? Yep. Storage containers. These are all my upgrades and maps, you know. Miscellaneous stuff. Mostly power stuff here. I got the upgrades and stuff. I'm trying to work on getting some frigate ones now that I have a frigate I'm going to keep. Here's the stuff for the living ships, living frigates. Dun, dun, dun. This is a fish, fossils, tradables. You know, just collecting them little by little. Don't really need money because I can get it whenever I want from identifying animals, you know. This is all my bootleg stuff. This stuff here is worth quite a bit every now and then. You know, because what you do is you go to the pirate station and you buy it really cheap and then put it away, and certain days the price jumps up really, really high, and then you go sell it. That's what I did at the beginning to make money before I made the proper foods. But yeah, see, this is too low. These are regular price that you buy it at, but eventually they'll get like this and they'll be huge, you know. But I don't need to sell them right now, so I don't bother. All these are used for living ships. This is what they use to heal their shields and stuff when they're fighting. And this is the things you sell in different systems that will generate. You'll double your money, or you'll get like 25 to 30 to 50% more money if you sell them in the different economies, the systems that have the economies, you know. Yeah, I could definitely use some of them in my other game. Plants. I got a couple big gardens. I don't really pick them anymore because I only need certain ones. Got some eggs going. I got some really good pets. Oddity pets. I go after the oddities. I'll show you after. The parts. These are my regular starship parts. And I keep 2 stacks of each. Sell the rest. Don't really need much more than that at the moment, I don't think. Elements. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know. Collect as I go. I have an oxygen farm. And a magnetized ferrite farm. I go to whenever I need to. The rest is just buying and storing. Minerals, alloys, such. I keep 2 or 3 stacks. I got space. If I run out, I'll sell a stack. Let's see, buildables. Where's the buildables? This is my buildables. All my building stuff, you know. Same thing. Couple stacks. Certain things. You can make them on the fly, but you know, when I'm doing big stuff, I'll come grab them here. That's pretty much the Fredo. These things are pretty cool. spines. Yeah, let's see what my fleet is. This is my fleet. The Normandy is what we got as a reward from the redo expedition a couple ago. But the rest of them I picked up from beating up other ships and stuff. They're doing pretty good. I got like 4 organics, you know, and I fed them a cake, and they got really good bonuses off of them. One of the cakes that you use to, like this guy got a 19 industrial from eating a cake, eating this extra fluffy cream cake. I gave him that, and I gave him 19 industrial. The other guy I gave it to gave him 19 combat when I gave it to him. You know, that's pretty good. I didn't know they did the background pictures nice. Yeah, so I got a little variety of everything. I got a lot of combat dudes just because I picked them up, and that's what's going on, you know. But I think I got 30, right? How many is there per? Let's see. What's that? 9? 4, 5 is 9, 27, and 3 is 30. Yep. So I got the full setup. They're doing all right. They do pretty good. They come back every time with the goods. They make good money. It's good to get them going, you know. Let me bust these out real quick. I'll do 3 combats. I'll usually throw in a support and a raider on these big ones. 2 combat, 1. I'll do 2 combats, a support, and a raider. We've got here 3-star industrial. We'll go industrial, a support, and I'll send, actually we'll send a couple organics with them. Because you want to send the organics out. I'll send the combat organic. Because then they can come back with the eggs and stuff, you know, and I have upgrade modules to give them if I need to, but right now, my guys are pretty dominant. Balanced. We're gonna go organic, support, combat, and actually, hang on. We'll take off the support. We'll put a trade and another organic. Oh, I need fuel. Go figure. What are we missing? Seriously? Anti-meta housing, huh? Oops. Hit the wrong button apparently. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Okay, where were we? Trade, combat, organic, raider. What's up? 450. Why would I need 450? How far is that? 11 hours, huh? Alright, we'll do this one then first. 450, that's crazy. Explorations, support, combat, organic. 450, huh? shit. I'm doing the wrong ones. No wonder. Damn it. Why you keep switching me over like that? I did the warp cells by accident. That was foolish. No wonder they weren't going nowhere. That might be enough. Oh, I better. He's got plenty of warp fuel, anyways. You know. Okay, meatball. Okay. That should be enough, right? Which one's this one? The balanced? Yes, balanced. Organic. 11 hours, so we'll go 3 organics. A raider. Exploration. Alright, good. Alright. Send them out. Let's see. Starships. I got a lot of Sentinel ships. That's the one. This one here they gave you as a reward on the Titan one. You get this. You get a staff and you get this organic ship. I got Sentinel here. This one I think I got in the water early in the game. Not big on how it flies. It's a really good looking plane though. The Warbler. Sentinel ship. This is my Corvette. I love this thing. Another Sentinel ship. That's my favorite ship. This is my toughest one. It's got the 16K power. I don't know if that's good or bad. This is my black hole jumper. Sentinel ship. This is Venus is that what's that called? Exotic, I guess. I'm not a big fan of it. But Sentinel ship, Sentinel ship, Sentinel ship. This is one of my first ships I ever had. At the beginning was my second ship I found. So I kept it for nostalgia. It's the first one I bought besides the one they give you at the beginning. So, but yeah, the rest of them are all Sentinel ships. Sentinel, Sentinel, Sentinel. Every one of them are Sentinel ships except for these two and this one. This one's that's a nice looking ship too. You know, drives really nice, so I kept it. But yeah, I got Sentinel ships everywhere. Tanager. This is my my very first Sentinel ship right here. Crimson Creeper. Good ship. Really liked it. I upgraded it to an A, so yeah, and this one's another one there. That one's got some good coloration to it. The Goldfinch. Another one, really nice. Let's see, water bug. Not big on the water bug. Let's see, sparrow. You know, that's a nice one. Blunt nose. This one is pretty good. Where's the water? This one, wobbled a lot. Very light assed, you know. But I got it. Sentinel ships up the wazoo. Tons of them. So, but I can only drive one. You know what I mean? So, dun dun. This is my favorite ship right here. This guy's pretty jacked up. He's pretty good. He's got 16.5 for DPS. I don't really know what the highs and lows are, but I haven't got anything close to that. You know, and I just turned him into an S, like couple days ago, I think it was. I can't really add too much more, you know, and I'm not a big fan of any of these other weapons. I don't see the point in him. You know what I mean? He does enough damage. I wear him down, and then I missile him. I'm a missile blast, right? Do I have the missiles on this guy? Yeah. And that usually finishes him off. So, my multi-tool, I got a nice multi-tool here. I love this thing. This thing melts, just melts everybody. Got the geology cannon and the paralysis mortar. That's a game changer right there, fighting Sentinels. You gotta be careful with this one. I've almost died a couple times to my own blast. But I got some nice shit, other guns too, you know. Like I found a couple of these already. I got 3 of these. You know, this one I just got recently. And this was another one that I got not too long ago. And I got one juiced up at the house already too. I got tons of ships, tons of guns at the other inside storage. Let me show you the moldy balls though. This is the power of these things is crazy. Let's see. And it's just a quick video. I wanted to showcase what I got going on. That way, you know, it's legit. I got a bunch of bases. You know, got a bunch of bases to for a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know. I've actually gotten rid of like 8 bases that I didn't need anymore. They were like go-betweens, halfway here and there. Because I didn't know before I realized you had to create a star to get to the purple systems. I was trying to get to a gas giant so I could finish my settlement because it needed resources that only are found on a gas giant. So I did hundreds of jumps trying to find them and built bases along the way thinking I was halfway there, hours and hours, and got nowhere. But trial and error, you know, and once I figured it out, it was like, shit, I don't need all these bases anymore. But it was something. So look at this. These are all these curious deposits. Let me change my weapon. Dude, I hate when they don't change your weapon, dude. I think this guy doesn't have any weapons, so let me switch my gun back. Meatball. Alright, here we go. Alright, let me burn these up. I'll roll them all down there first. And we'll show you the power of these things. Yeah, once I find an outcropping of them like this, I'll just box them in. This is a good stash here. So this is one outing. This is just one. I have 5 of these bases. And that gave me 10,000. And they give me any more than that. That and another 16. So it gave me, you know, 11,600, right? And put 10,000 in here, and you're gonna get 2,000 back. So I'm pulling in 50,000 runaway molds every few hours whenever they reset, you know what I mean? So, you know, I can make 40,000 nanites just from molds every day by playing. But here lies in the monotony of bouncing from spot to spot every few hours. Very boring. You know what I mean? This is part of the reason why the game has gotten a little dull for me. Because of that, you know. But, you know, it's not all nonsense. I got, this is my first big garden. And I got some decent base setups, you know. I did want to make some nice places, you know. This was my first garden setup. This right here was what I made a whole bunch of these first, because you can make good money off these nip-nips. They sell pretty good. A stack for like $1 million, I think it is. And everything else is just you know, for food. These frostworts you need for food. You need the cacti for food. You know, and these gamer weeds are pretty popular. Got all the solar. You can run solar on the ground, so that's always convenient. Got a couple of systems here. Let's see, do I have my gun rack in here anywhere? No? Alright, let me show you. Still one of my pictures up. Yeah, I just picked up, found a planet that had a bunch of ruined stuff on it. I found recently. Got those patterns. And I picked up some of this from the freighters this morning. I did some freighters and picked up crew locker, furniture spot, these two. So that's pretty cool. I forgot all about that. Let me throw this up here. I got a bunch of guns here. Yeah, it's the stick you get from, no, that's the one you get from the autonomous, the robots. I just picked this one up too. I'm not big on those, what are those, Antolin guns, some shit. This is one of my very first ones, my Ludium Q36 space modulator. You're familiar with that if you're, oh my goodness, I almost canceled it. Wrong button. This little pistol. And then I got, but after that, I picked up, where is it? The Stork. Another one of these. That's one I used for the longest time. I don't really use anything else, but this one, you know, nothing else really matches up to it, truthfully. This is the one you get for finishing the quest. You get this, and you get the organic ship from finishing the Titan series expedition. And the rest I just kind of picked up and kept because, you know, I got room. Once I don't have room, I'll stop melting them. But yeah, that's about it. Got a couple nice bases. I got the Copper Mountain one that looks pretty decent. This one's pretty decent. Put some effort into making something pretty. I had to shut the exosuit off because he's always in my way with the AI technology on him. I mean, literally, he's always stepping in front of me and smashing my flowers and trees. Yeah, this is my Copper Mountain. I wanted to make something that was good looking, you know. Nice little spot under the trees, and got my animals. There's a whole bunch of animals that usually hang around here. That's why I got the feeder out and such. Haven't been here in a long time because, you know, once you get busy on stuff, you don't really have time to... I don't want to have to run around to every single base and just do dumb shit. Some copper over there. I got copper up there. There's a copper place up here. I got copper there. And then my mountain. So my guardian, I thought he would watch everything, but he just kind of just putts about. But yeah, here's my stairway. There's a teleporter that leads up top. Charge it for the way down. But yeah, I wanted to build something decent. Come on, get up there. It'd be better at dark if it was nighttime, you know what I mean? Safety first. Because it has lights all up and down the sides of the mountain that light up like a runway. It's pretty decent. But I built it into the copper, so it looked like it was doing something, you know, nice refiner here, and looked like an active copper mine. You know, tried to make it look somewhat decent. Got some copper mine there, one down there. Like I said, there's another one up there. That's got mining pumps on it also. And then there's one right on the top of there also. It's a nice spot for copper. You know, it kind of fit the bill. But, you know, it looked good. Looked good when it started. Yeah, it's too bad that that wire shows, because I do have the thing up there that hides the wires, you know. I tried to put the wall up to kind of visual, take the visual out, but what is that? I must have missed checking that out. You know, got a little launch pad up here. Want to come stay and visit, but not. Built a nice little foundation, so it's not all ugly. It's a nice, this is a really nice place. I mean, look at the place, it's fucking beautiful. You know, how could I not build a nice little quaint area? Look at this. I wanted to do something with this rock, but it's good enough. I don't want to ruin it. You know? Look at that, how pretty this shit is. It's nice, man. It's peaceful. Look at that shit. I would love to live there. Kidding me? Love it. Let's see. I found this donut. I don't know what that does, but it's like a I thought it was a giant teleporter, but you can't fly ships through it or nothing. It doesn't wake up. Not sure anything about it. Yeah, you know, if I walked around and went to all my bases all the time, I wouldn't be able to get anything else done. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what this is all about. So, I tried to get things going with it, but it doesn't, you know, who knows? Like I said, I don't know anything about it. Data corrupt. Waiting input. No comprende. Oh, that's it. It said none of your business. You can leave now. And then zap me? Did it just zap me? Huh. That's it. That's the gist of it. I have no clue what it's about. It just happened during my my jumping from. Hang on a second. Is this where? Oh no, this ain't where. Sika, I've been here, but I'll show you the food situation with the. But yeah, I got a bunch of bases that have their purpose. You know, copper mines, quartzites, my light place where I got the lights, pyrite, oxygen, magnetized ferrite, here and there. This was one of my first bases. It was actually my very first base. It's a trader. There's a trade port right next to it. Yeah, just popping about. That's my methane and shit. That's a pirate system. I haven't been here. I'm gonna go get another Sentinel ship here, because I haven't got it yet. But that's pretty much the gist of it. Oh, my settlements. Yeah, I got a couple pretty good settlements. I got one that's almost finished. I mean, I guess I can't really finish it because we add more buildings here and there. And then I got the new robot one that got that a few days back that I'm working on. Let's see. Yeah, give my holidays a shot. See what. And this one's not doing too bad. You know, it's up to an A now. We're making 300 grand a day. I think the money. I always wondered, why am I always in debt? Like if I do a project that costs 56,000 towards debt, I'll be in 56,000 debt, but I'm making 300,000 a day, so I should never be in debt. But I think the money just comes to me. I'm not really sure. I figured there'd be a town budget, you know what I mean? It would go into the town and maybe I could take it. But I guess I just get the money, which, you know, would stop a lot of corruption. If that happened nowadays, we'd be styling, you know? But, yeah, this is I changed the output with these things, you know? Kelp sack, not really sure what they're about. But this one's doing pretty good. Most of them are S's. Usually I miss. Not the best flyer. But yeah, we got, well, you can see all the S's from here. Yeah. All the yellow S's. Oh, this shooting star, that was cool. Yeah, I think we're in the process of building one other one somewhere. But I gotta get Star Silk for my next upgrade. Might be this one here. So B. Yeah, B. Oh, there's another thing going on. Yeah, I'll get back to that eventually. I get lost in this damn place so much trying to figure out what's being upgraded here and there, because it doesn't really point you towards the one that you need to work at. You know? Nitrogen, yeah, they don't stay full. I used to think people would come into the town and steal it, and, you know, my other miners and stuff because they don't stay full. But I learned recently that they disappear, which I thought is kind of odd. Because sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. My storage things for the refiners, they don't empty out. They stay full. You know? And I've gone back to other things after a week, and there's been stuff there. But I don't know. I don't question it now. Some of them I just don't need a lot of stuff anymore because I have tons of shit. There's no need of anything. I'll never need money, you know. This is the robot place. It's still pretty low. I just started on it. I only got like one S right now, I think it is. A couple A's. Most of them are C's and B's though. So little by little. It's getting kind of boring, that's why I was just saying, you know. I got a fishing village on this one too, I think. Where is the fishing village? I think it's down here. Nothing special, just I wanted to throw a fishing village, some fishing traps up because I found the blueprint for it or whatnot. Developed it, so to speak. So I threw some fish traps up there. Thought that was cool. They're pretty decent actually. Oh, I don't know, they must disappear too. The first day I put these up, they were loaded in like a couple hours, and then the second time I looked, they only had one each, and now they're empty. So I'm assuming maybe they just disappear. Here's a little walk-in. And teleport over to here, the underwater lab. Got a little underwater base. Got little breathing chambers all over the place. So that's cool, you know. Simple. You know, I don't go too extravagant. These people blow my mind with their intelligence, their ability to throw some massive bases up that are just amazing looking, you know. More simple. Oh, shit. I was gonna say, which door am I going out of? But yeah, I just wanted to give you the run around of the base before I get back into my permadeath game. That's why I played the other game, you know. This one's getting a little too monotonous and a little too tedious, boring. I just run around most of the time collecting stuff and putting it away, and go out and do a bunch of, you know, some errands every now and then. And it's getting a little, whatever. It's getting to the whatever stage, you know. I got more than enough Sentinel ships, like I said, that I won't be able to drive them all. So I mean, and I've tried building them all up to equal the other one, but they don't compete. So you know, if you want to get something done, you get it done with what you get, the best of what you got, you know. So yeah, but that's the gist of it. Save it, and yeah. So that was my tour. Nothing special, you know. Taking to all my other bases would be senseless because most of them are just resources. You know, I don't have any really extravagant things going on. I don't even have all the base stuff opened up, you know, all the different pieces and stuff. And oh well, I'll show you my Corvette. My Corvette's pretty cool, man. I do like my Corvette quite a bit. Really simple, nothing special, and most of it was built with basic, the basic modules that you can buy. And then I was lucky enough to trade for some other ones Yeah, this is my Corvette. I'll take it somewhere down and land it so you can see what it looks like. Always storming when I land somewhere. It seems like it's always storming. Craziness. Yeah, the inside I got a refiner, of course. I used to have some mold in there, and I got my my nutrient processor. Come on now, smarten up. That's where I make my food. Yeah, you got the frost crystals turn into glass grains, and then it turns into a flower. Then you get your cactus that goes into cactus nectar, into sugar. You got your milk, turns into cream. Your eggs and such turn into the meringue. You gotta mix up flour and eggs and shit for the meringue, and then you mix that with another egg and milk to make the cake, which gives you a massive 6,000% bonus towards your analyzing score that you have with your multi-tool. You know, where here I have a fauna, I got 87, and 97 is 17, 18, 4, and another 11, you know, so it's like 30,000 times 6,000. You end up making like, you know, between $9 and $30 million for each animal that you identify, you know. So you go down to a planet with 12 animals and you eat a cake, and of course you have to make sure you run it through the nutrient processor. That was a mistake I made the first time. I just ate it normal. You put your cake in here, you know, and the effect is 6,000% bonus. So you end up getting millions of dollars for 10 minutes at a time for each one, millions of dollars for each animal. So you can make hundreds of millions in a day, you know. So it's been pretty easy. But like on this side, I got food storage for plants. I got a couple scenic plants. Over here, I got my 3 main storage containers. I got the elements, miscellaneous, and buildables. And if I want, I can just pick this one up here and throw down any other storage unit I need in case I need to grab something that's in the wrong one, you know, which is what I do most of the time. But for now, it's the refiner because I got the mold, you know. That's pretty much it. Let's see show you what it looks like. Pretty simple. Can't be like that jump. I usually suck at flying around. I'm always missing. That's pretty much what it looks like. I got the shield there. I got a shield on shield here and a shield here, and I got the defensive little gun that sits on top. A little tank on that side. 5 jets. 4 wings. Pretty simple. Like I said, most of it came as basic modules. Gun on the bottom. And traded for the defensive gun because I wanted to look. I found the cage, found one of the shields, and traded for the other one. Because you can trade when you build it; they'll let you swap 3 to 1. And that's it. I found this red tank, but I got a ton of parts now. Now I got enough to make 3 more of these things. And I really like this. It's really, simplistic for me, basic, has everything I need. Handles good, and it's got balls. You know what I mean? It's a good fighter. Also, jacked out. You know what I mean? I even got another statue I can put up, the Artemis one. But this one does, let's see, where's your Pum going on? 5,000? Yeah, not too much. Damn, I thought he did more than that too. I thought I had him at 8. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. I definitely thought I had him at 8. I'm missing a couple spots. Of course, I didn't know until at first that the more modules you put in when you build it, they each take up a spot. You know what I mean? So you end up with, like, at the beginning you got like 12 spots open. Then you build your ship without realizing it, and next thing you know, there's 9 of them are ship parts that you just put together. You know, because my ship has 3 classes. 3 habitat modules, and the 2 landing gears, and the motors, and the front. You know what I'm saying? And then the gun there, so which should be on the other side. How did this stuff get twisted around here a little bit? Hang on a second. Some things that are a little off kilter. Yeah, now you get the adjacency bonus. Shoot here. What you doing? I should stop doing that. Hit the wrong button again. What's this? Reactor? That should be where the engine is. Yeah, anyways, it's mixed up a little bit right now. I don't know why, but that's weird. That's the gist of it. It does good. It can hold its own without a question of a doubt. So, yeah, I just picked this gun up too. This is one of my newer guns. I juiced it all up, but even then, what's it got? 11. Not too bad. Wait a minute. Is that the wrong picture? That can't be right. Hang on a second here. I don't even have that gun in my hand. How are they showing the wrong picture? That's my Sentinel gun, but it doesn't look like this. I don't know why this picture's here. That would explain why all my shit's messed up, maybe. This picture doesn't go with my gun. My gun is a Sentinel gun. I showed you it at the beginning. Even now, look. That's right there. Look, there's only 2 on me. And that clearly is the Sentinel gun. The big giant one. It's not this thing. Whatever. Hopefully it'll fix. As long as it does damage. I mean, shit. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm not sure if putting the rest of these on there adds to the damage of whatever you're using for the weapon itself. I just don't like adding them all because you gotta flip through 15 things just to get to the weapon you want. You know what I mean? So it's a hassle. That's why I just stick with the bowcaster and my 2 grenade ones. Who's killing me here? Seriously. But yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Okay, there's some animals here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's use the use there's the fluffy cream cake. We'll begin ingestion, so we got 10 minutes. Watch. $28 million. You know what I'm saying? 15 million. Let's see. 28 million. Anybody up nighttime? $28 million. So I just made almost $100 million identifying 4 animals. You know? Boom. That's how good it is. So, yeah, these are 2, you get these from finishing the main courses. But that's how good it is, you know? And, you know, and then you got the moldy. 370 already. I've only done, you know, 17. This always runs out, so you gotta keep it going. But, you know, this is why the game's getting a little monotonous for me. But that's pretty much it. I'm doing freighter runs. Got a bunch more interceptor ships to check out. I got a couple more echolocators I can get. Another couple sentinel ships from that. Yeah. Oh, and my animals. Let me see if I can summon them here or not. I got some pretty cool pets too. Got him, Bob. Hello, Bob. There you go. Keep you handy. Yep. We got, I do like the pets. Got Martha. I got eggs from her in the past. She's pretty cool. You can fly, you can ride her. Let me feed her. Oh, she's good. Got, let's see. Like I said, I chase oddities around. Got Stick. Stick's cool. Got the dripping balloon. Everybody's got these now because the last the weekend event was on the planet that was full of them with the bubbles, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Got this one. Rolly. Pretty cool. This is how wild this game is, man. Just the pets alone are cool as shit. It's one of my favorites here. This guy you can ride too, man. And he goes fast. Look at this. Isn't that cool? Who needs a ship? You know? This guy has the coolest shit ever, man. Telling you. I let him out in the anomaly, and he goes all over the place, doing circles and swirls and spins, and that's the best. Yeah, he's dope. Got this guy on the ball. How are you doing, Subnautical? He's good. Got let's see. Little Puff the Magic Dragon. Little guy. Yeah, how you doing, buddy? Dragonites. Yeah, good boy. that. That's cool. I never had him out before. I just got him like a couple days ago, I think it is. When I lost all my stuff, went looking for to replace it and found him. Or her. I'm not sure what it is, so. And then the my one I got yesterday. Old Pogo. His mate had arms, so I'm not sure what happened to Pogo's, but he don't mind. Do you, Pogo? No, you don't. There you go, buddy. Get her done, buddy. It's the best, isn't he? Look at that shit. I mean, look at the graphics. This game blows my mind. They did a good job on the graphics, man. People sit here and have to make all this shit. It's crazy. But, yeah, it's pretty much it. Is that my puffer dragon? Oh. This must be where I picked you up. Oh, you're a little different. Damn. Those wings do not do you justice, my friend. You're a scary looking dude. Oh, yeah, there you go. It's a little brighter out. See my beautiful little machine. Had to land on the pokey. But that's it, you know. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. This is jadaw, and that's my tour. I'll see you next time. We'll be back to my permadeath hardcore game on video 3. We just got done kicking some booty and taking names, so we continue. Much love.